do get climate control, you do get lightings over here, and you do get your air vents up here, everyone. Oh my goodness, this is like an aeroplane. This minibus is an aeroplane that has literally lost its wings. In today's generation, rebadging has become a very popular strategy when it comes to competition in the segments of the automotive industry. Rebadging has been a popular choice because it saves a lot of costs for long terms, especially when it comes to a segment which the car brand has not specialized in yet. When it comes to the EU market, Toyota has not been very active in the utility segment. The only popular vehicle they had was the Toyota Hilux. But when it comes to vans, small vans, big vans, and large vans, Toyota has had no role whatsoever, which is ironic because globally they do have the Toyota Yaris. How ironic, everyone. Do you know what I find a bit funny? Basically, about 10 years ago, everyone was laughing at the French for being unreliable, and everyone was laughing at Toyota for being too reliable, but at the same time generic, to a point where it even started a stereotype unintentionally. But now, in today's generation, nobody would have imagined that the two would actually meet to form an alliance on a particular vehicle. Toyota and the PSA Group have formed a brief alliance to build this beaut right next to me, everyone. The Toyota Proace Verso. First of all, this is not the first time the PSA Group and Toyota have done a collaboration on a model. The first collaboration they did was on the Toyota Aygo, which was also known as the Citroën C1, and the Peugeot 107, which is 107, but then it became 108 eventually. And now they realized they had to do a collaboration again for small vans, because when it comes to the small van segment, the French do the best small cars, and Toyota saw potentials right there. And now the second point I'd like to cover is the name of this particular Toyota model. This Toyota model is called the Toyota Proace Verso. The name is a direct reference to historic Toyota models. Proace is very interesting because there is a minibus that sells globally, except here in the EU market. It's called Yaris. And this model Yaris is very popular in Australia and in the continent of Africa, and also in, well, I know there's some parts of the world where it's very popular, but unfortunately it never sold here in Europe. But the name Proace is probably a direct reference to Yaris, because that's Toyota's utility vehicle when it comes to the van segment. Now also the name Verso. Verso was actually a Toyota minivan. It was actually a very small minivan, so you can imagine its direct competitor would have been the Opel Zafira. And this small Toyota Verso minivan, well, I think it was called Corolla Verso. I'm not very certain, everyone. This Toyota Proace Verso costs 38,000 euros. Is this good value for money or not? We're gonna find out in a moment, everyone. Let's get down with this review right now. Yes, that's right, everyone. You get this engine right here, but this engine is the exact same engine you get in PSA Group vans. So technical reliability and engine reliability and electric reliability is all similar to other PSA Group vans. But there's one prominent advantage this Toyota Proace Verso gets compared to its French siblings. And the advantage being the 5-year Toyota warranty. And this 5-year Toyota warranty is just as reliable as a Toyota car. So over here is the exterior design of the Toyota Proace Verso, everyone. I have to confess, I really like the front design. The front has a very strong Toyota identity, although it's very obvious it's based on the PSA Group platform. So I like how Toyota has maintained a simplicity design. So it's like an arrow at the front. You get these nice lightings right here. Very good. For some reason, the design of those lightings really do remind me of other PSA Group vans. So I don't know if this is supposed to be some reference to them, or if this is Toyota trying its hardest to make it Toyota-ish. Oh yes, everyone, this is the side view of the Toyota Proace Verso. Looks very nice, everyone. Looks very good, and I'm actually very impressed. But it looks exactly like other PSA Group vans I've seen before. So not much difference on the side view. But then as you go to the rear, The rear looks very nice. In fact, I feel like it pairs very well with the Toyota theme. Over here is the wheel of the Toyota Proace Verso, everyone. Looks very nice. Reliable, durable steel wheels with hubcaps on top. Overall, I'm very impressed with the exterior of this Toyota Proace Verso. Looks very nice. But whilst exploring the exterior of this Toyota Proace Verso, I also noticed something questionable. Whether it's questionable or not, it can be debatable, but let me just point this out. For a price of 38,000 euros, you do not get 360-degree parking camera, although you do get a camera at the rear. But at the front, there's no parking camera there, but otherwise, on the positive hand, you do get parking sensors at the front, so that should be a good compensation. Over to the interior of this Toyota Proace Verso, everyone. Alright, so this is a passenger version, everyone. A passenger version Proace Verso. It's over here, we believe the value of 38,000 euros lies. So, you know, at the exterior, it doesn't look like much, but as soon as you enter in this van, you realize there's a lot that meets the eye. The interior, everyone, I like this gear stick. This gear stick is something similar to other PSA Group vehicles. I've seen this something like this similar in Opel as well. Like, I remember the Opel Corsa had something like this, and then the Peugeot models also had something like this. So it's quite interesting how Toyota also gets this. You do get a start-stop button right there, and you do get a 12-volt socket right here, and you do get a storage space right here, which is a bit brief, interestingly enough. And then you do get your infotainment system right here, and you do get a nice climate control, and I love the presentation of this climate control. I believe for 38,000 euros, the climate control is the only thing in this interior that actually looks groundbreaking, whereas everything else looks, yeah, like, cool. So over here you get your mirror controls and your window controls, everyone. It's interesting how the PSA Group have decided to put all the controls right here, although I prefer the controls hidden down there, but then again, every brand has their own way of rolling. You do get heated front seats, everyone. You get this nice Toyota steering wheel, although it looks very similar to what I've seen in Citroën and Peugeot. So, yeah, but otherwise it's good. It's a nice leather-wrapped steering wheel, so that's a plus. But then again, this is a passenger version, so it was quite expected. Prominent advantage I have noticed is there's plentiful storage solutions. On this door, I see this as a storage, so you can just put coins or something small in there, although it's a handle. And then over here, you can use this as a storage. And then over here, you get storage. Over here you get storage, and right over there isolated you do get storage, although I wonder what would you even put in there. And over here you get storage spaces, and then over here you get storage spaces, everyone. The storage space in there is quite deep, so the storage solutions are plentiful. That's actually a plus. Over here you get your handbrake, and over here you get a gap towards the rear, so you can literally walk towards the rear. Here you get your basic lighting controls, everyone. Mini mirror right here. This mirror is used to see at the rear, to see your passengers and everything, whereas this mirror is your rear view mirror. The first questionable aspect I'd like to remark is, it's not really by Toyota but rather by the PSA Group overall, is that they have a tendency to put the steering wheel adjustment all the way down there, that for a second I did not know it was even there. It's because the lever is all the way there, but I always thought it's here or perhaps here or something. Empty slots here, guys, like no purpose whatsoever, and it's as if there was intention for extra options, but then what would those extra options have been? Like, I'm just wondering to myself, guys, and this is the same problem right here, guys. Now the rear seats look very good, but then it's typical for a minibus, so there's nothing really to point out over here because there's unlimited leg room, unlimited knee room. You do get climate control, you do get lightings over here, and you do get your air vents up here, everyone. Oh my goodness, this is like an aeroplane. Guys, believe it or not, you even get a tray right here, and you get a little thing right here to hold your telephone, so looks like we can watch TV whilst eating and then whilst traveling. This minibus is an airplane that has literally lost its wings. Alright, so you feel like this rear door is a little too big, everyone. You feel like there's no need to open this big door just to put something small inside? No worries. I have just a solution for you. Just pull this, and you get to pull this window open. Now this is a very smart tactic created by the PSA Group. They also have the similar thing going on with their small vans, so like the Citroën Berlingo, Peugeot Partner, and the Toyota Proace City. And so it is right here, everyone. Look at this. This is a very interesting rear. So here's my conclusion about the Toyota Proace Verso, everyone. This is a very promising debut by Toyota in the mid-sized van segment, and then also it's very promising because now this is going to provoke a new change in the automotive industry. Because when it comes to the mid-sized van segment, the passenger versions, guys, the mid-sized minibuses, they have become very expensive when it comes to European competitors. With this Toyota Proace Verso, you get one additional advantage to the entire group of rivals. Compared to the French competitors, the Peugeot, Citroën, and compared to the German competitors like the Volkswagen Transporter and the Mercedes V-Class, you get one prominent advantage. You get 5 years of warranty. The Toyota 5-year warranty is just as reliable as their cars. So rest assured everyone, reliability is present in this Toyota Proace Verso. For a price of 38,000 euros, is this Toyota Proace Verso good value for money or not? You know what, everyone? I think this Toyota Proace Verso is good value for money. I'm not about to say it's the best, but I'm not about to say otherwise. What I'm going to tell you all is that this Toyota Proace Verso is good value for money because it's not very often you see a car manufacturer offer such a nice minibus for a price of 38,000 euros. Yes, there were some questionable aspects, guys, and that is the interior had hard plastic just about everywhere. I believe that the value of this Proace Verso does not lie in terms of equipment. It lies in terms of the rear seats, everyone. The rear is what shines the most, because when I sat in the rear seats, I felt like I was in an aeroplane, everyone. Like literally, it feels like an aeroplane. I kid you all not. This is very interesting. I really am impressed with the presentation of the rear. It's very practical, and then also I really like the double rear doors. So it's like you open the rear window or you can open the rear door itself. You want my opinion of this Toyota Proace Verso? Oh, I love this Toyota Proace Verso. I really do, everyone. This Toyota Proace Verso is loaded with potential. This is also something new for the automotive industry because now we're looking at a minibus that's finally offering something decent in the rear seat of the interior. Encourage competitors to come up with more interesting rear for the vans. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos that are on the run. And don't forget to check the links in the description for my other car reviews that could be relevant to the review of the Toyota Proace Verso.